and then we're going to have to start everything all over again here. Let's see. Let me see. I've got to go back here and try to do this all over again. And there should be a new thing. I'm waiting to see if anyone comes into that. There's an ad on there. I see Flying Rich is in there. Let's skip that. Skip that out. Okay. So if you guys can hear us out there, let me know in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Let me know if you guys could hear us, if you could see us. We're going to start the show all over again. So I need some kind of response from you guys in order to do that. But it does look like we're feeding out again. I can see Flying Rich. I can see 42 Chilled. So if you guys can see us and hear us, please let us know. Smash the arrow ups right under the title. Cruiseman says we're back. Jade Grew says you're back. Okay, cool. So let's start this all over again. If you missed it, it was like some most amazing, brilliant stuff. So we'll try.
Gone.
But you all missed
Forever.
it. Yeah. So we'll just start this all over again.
Conversation ever happened?
I can't be brilliant twice in a row. I just can't.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm going to say, if you're watching this calamity live, thank you for joining us. If you're not watching this live, man, sometimes, the people on YouTube, you all miss out, because you don't see what goes on Utreon. You really need to join us over on Utreon. We can handle guns on Utreon. That's why we're doing it. We can actually, look, I can hold the gun. I can rub up against the gun, the carbon fiber awesomeness. So that's why we do this here. Check out hankstrange.com, yada, 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 etc., blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's how we do this. I'm going to hit open and we'll start this all over again. Hold on a second here. What the hell is the open? Let's do it.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, so we are back. It looks like we're back, and we're feeding out to the folks out there. Shout out to everyone out there. Hit those arrows up. Big thanks to the team over at Utreon. With everything going on, we're going to talk about what's happening in social media. But one of the really cool things here is we actually have the CEO and the rest of the team at Utreon working for us in the background. You can never get that from YouTube or anywhere else, so that's awesome. Kudos to those folks for helping us out there in the background. And also to all of you guys for being, being
patient
awesome
with us.
Yes,
Patient.
being awesome and being patient and hanging out with us. So we are back. I've got to open up this thing all over again. Let's do the jazz hands. Come on, get the jazz hands up there. We're starting it all over again. These guys, come on, get the excitement going. There you go. We are back. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 897.2 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast with our special guest, Gorillas and Guns. There he goes. Gorillas and Guns is back. I said something brilliant about Gorillas and Guns. He laughed and he said, "Ha ha ha, Hank Strange, you're so awesome." And right, I'm pretty sure that's what's
That's
up.
exactly how it went.
Yeah. Why are you laughing, Walt? You know that's how it went down.
Storyteller, you.
So Gorillas and Guns is back with us, as well as Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms. There you go.
Dropping mags, baby.
Dropping mags. There you go. Walt's here as well. I'm here. Like I said, episode 897, Gorillas and Guns on YouTube, and Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms. You're all out there joining us. We are live for the second time tonight.
It's a rare Wednesday appearance for me.
Right. Yes, Walter's on live. So one of the things, this is the last show for this week. I hate like saying things over and over again, but this is the last show for this week because I have to take the rest of the week off to get ready, to get on the road and go out to Fort Scott, Kansas for the Fort Scott Munitions event that's going on. and I think I'm supposed to leave a little bit early for that. Got to wrap up a whole bunch of things around here before I get out on the road. Walter, I think, is getting on the road Friday or something.
I'm spreading the wings, and I'm going to fly mask-free on Southwest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Look at you. It's just too much freedom. That's just too much freedom for you, Walter. You know.
I don't know what we're going to do if we're allowed not to. We're not have to wear. I have to
You
wear
might
a
get
mask
on that.
tomorrow.
You might get on that plane, and someone might recognize you and start messing with you like Mike Tyson.
I'll put the big.
You gotta make sure you beat them up before you take off.
Oh, don't give the TSA reasons to lock you up, man.
No, I ain't doing that shit. No way. If the person touches me, then I might have to,
Okay, here's my advice to you. And I'm only saying this because I would like us to have our private plane and be able to buy tanks and do all these things. Somebody touches you on the plane, just fall down like, oh my god, you know.
Lawyer up.
Yeah.
Lawyer up. Oh.
Lawsuits.
Lawyer up, bitch.
We will exhume Johnny Cochran and bring him back to life.
Glove don't fit. You guilty as a mother.
I don't care if they cremated him. We're bringing him back.
As long as you don't use Amber Heard's lawyers, you'll be all right.
Oh my God, those people are so stupid. That whole thing is a nightmare, freaking nightmare. Shout out to Flying Rich out there. I don't know if anyone needs shout outs. I see 42 Chilled, Cruise Man, Jade Grew, Brian Quick, Night Train is out there. Shout out to everyone.
Hey Lola, what's
Lola's
up?
out there. Yep. So what's up? We got to start this all over again. Scott, what's up with you, man? Where have you been hiding? I think you were telling us before that we haven't seen you because you were dancing for Chippendales and you were on the road for a little while.
Yeah.
Right.
Chippendales, and there's that other group. I can't ever remember the name, even though I'm the star of the show. I still can't remember the name.
The ice capades.
The ice capades.
We're out there doing the full Monty every night.
Oh, the full Monty. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I hope there's like EMTs or something in the audience.
Yeah. Everybody can't get enough of this gorilla, so they just pass out and hit their heads on things, and that's when the EMTs have to step in.
Yeah. So what have you been up to? Because I don't know how much, if anything, that folks got, and we'll probably go back and delete that last video so that, or if Lola's listening to this, go back and delete that one without deleting this one, please.
Scott said Dancing with the Wolves. That's what Flying Rich was saying. Now, I was just taking a break from all this social media stuff. I just need to, get off and chill out for a little while. Plus, I've been doing a lot of work around here. We just had 8 trees cut down in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so getting that all cleaned up and working on some projects that I got, and just been real busy. So I haven't really had time to make any videos or, get online or anything. So, like I said, this computer's still lagging like crazy because I haven't used it in 2 months.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to probably go back in here and do this. Let's see if I can do it. I don't know if I really want to mess anything up here, and I don't see... where's the collaboration thing? I had it all set up before, but now I don't see it. So I don't know if I should mess with anything, to be honest with you. But if everything was working the way that it should be working, I would be able to put you guys on as collaborators. But I think I'm just going to leave that alone, because I don't want to start this again. Walter, what's up with you? What are you getting up to over there?
Well, today I was just working in the shop. Not much too exciting going on at the moment here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was playing with this the other Monday night when we were on, but I hadn't finished it yet, and I got it's a Polymer 80, by the way, you guys.
Yeah.
I went ahead and some more of my parts showed up when I got it all put together.
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing this, I have milling machines, I have drill presses, I have all that bull stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at it and I'm going, well, why can't I just take a file and file off the tabs
Mm-hmm.
and drill the holes with a regular hand drill? So that's what I did. Bingo.
Oh, so you did it old school.
Yeah,
There you go.
It
Okay.
didn't. I probably if you were to try to set it up in a vise and do the whole milling thing,
Mm-hmm.
it would have took longer than me taking a file and filing off the tabs by hand and doing it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just I don't know if anybody else has like done videos on the interweb where they do it.
Are those files registered with the ATF?
These are post-apocalyptic files. They belong to no one.
Walter almost said post-apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic, yes. Yeah, apocalypse.
Oh my God! I hope I never see the apocalypse.
I never heard that word used before.
I don't want to ever. Please, Lord in heaven, do not bring the apocalypse to
Well,
us.
that'd be a T-shirt, please, Lord. No apocalypse.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give me a few pointers on mine. I've been trying to get
Okay.
this thing to run, and it just doesn't want to run right.
Mhm.
What doesn't it do? Besides, I mean, doesn't extract? Does it not fire? Does it?
A little of everything, really. For the most part, it sometimes it'll fire a few shots in a row, and then
It'll
it
stop.
won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it won't do anything. You know,
You get
the
light
hammer will
strikes?
go. I haven't gotten any light strikes. It seems like it just doesn't load another round because it's still ejecting the shell, but it's just not loading the next round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I found with some of these, with the barrels right up front here, you have to file off a little bit so it closes smoothly, so there's no
Oh.
drag. This barrel here was one of those ones you're supposed to like hand fit.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a ramp there already, but it can if it's got any bit of resistance that can play into it. I have another one that's basically this is a 17 size. I have
Sounds
a
like you
19
had
size.
some resistance there. Yeah.
and it'll fire like 2 rounds and then it'll go click, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck, I got to swap
pretty
out some
much
more
what
parts. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what this one does. You fire a few rounds, it goes click. I notice if I like really muscle it really heavy and fire it, it'll fire all the rounds throughout the magazine. But if I just ease up on my grip a tiny bit, it goes a couple rounds and then it says click.
Okay.
So it's subject to limp wristing. As of so Flying Rich, first of all, wants to know, did that P80 come from Flying Rich Supply?
This one?
Yeah, I don't know. He's asking about probably Walter's. Did that come
This
from
one,
there or no?
This was I traded Rich for some Barnauls for this.
Okay.
Oh,
Just for the frame, the upper and all that stuff I bought myself. So
Yeah. What about you, G&G?
this actually came from somebody who couldn't finish it. So
I mean,
onto. Yeah, it's not as easy to do this as everyone thinks.
no.
well, and
So
get
somebody
it run
else.
reliably, yes.
Yeah, somebody else started this before I got a hold of it, so I've
Mm-hmm.
been just trying to clean it up and make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
So-
that the slot for where the spring rides in down in the frame, it's not
Yep.
dragging in there either.
Yeah, I've hollowed all that out. It's way
Oh,
wider
okay.
than the spring, and
Okay.
it's a really heavy spring that's in here, though.
Oh, maybe it's too heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
have you?
The spring,
I mean-
the spring weight could definitely be a thing.
When I shot this one in the bullet trap, I have another one, and it was ejecting them, just tossing them right. Well, this one
Yeah.
here, when I fired, they kind of dribble out. They don't really like come out with enthusiasm.
Mhm.
So there could be something a little draggy in this one too, but it does fire. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
back in the old days, you'd say, "Well, go out and shoot 500 rounds, and that'll fix it." Well, that's when
kinda
it was 10 cents a
frustrating.
round. So I mean, now it's 30 cents a round. So that's $1.50 or something to go out and just blaze away. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just rack it a lot.
yeah, you can. Sit,
Yeah,
well, actually, you can sit there and just work that, and that's working that whole barrel
Mm-hmm.
thing that I was mentioning about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this one, when I first put it in the gun, it would not lock up. It would not
Yeah.
until I ground off a little bit off the front shoulder on the barrel up here, and then it
Man. So I guess
seated
it
all the
takes
way.
more than 8 hours to make these, huh?
Sometimes.
Yeah. The finishing of the frame, no, but making it work reliably.
It's not so easy. Yeah, not so easy. Not so easy. 42 Chill says hashtag apocalypse.
Apocalypse, yes. It's the big apocalypse. The big apocalypse. Night Train says just hit it with some WD-40, which that could help if you lube the living bejesus out of it.
Yeah, what kind of spring do you have there? What's the color of that spring even? Is there like a color thing on it, or what does it look like?
I mean,
sometimes that's a thing, isn't it? Because there's different kinds of springs. Like there's ones if you're going to suppress them, if you're going to do this, you're going to do that. So I don't know.
But when you buy these upper kits to finish them out, 9 times out of 10 you're getting whatever the hell they put in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Really. But
let's see, what do you got in there? Is it a black, or it looks purplish on camera?
There's no color too.
What's yours, Walt? Isn't yours is Walt Silver? So that's a different kind of spring in there than I would assume. Gorillas and Guns. I could be wrong, but I know there's different color springs for Glocks, man. There's a lot of different. Did you buy that, or did that come with it when you know?
Yeah, everything you see here came all together.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So that could be one of the things.
And mine came from all over the place.
Yeah. Try the spring. Do you have a regular Glock?
No, I don't own any Glocks.
Oh, okay.
Cruiseman says WD-40 fixes everything.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer G96.
Vaseline. Spit. If you're like if you're a porn star,
Astroglide. Cruiseman, I got a question for you. You know where WD-40 came from? Why it's around? What's the
Space?
WD-40?
Space.
Oh, don't give it away.
Oh, I was just guessing.
It is. I'll tell what it is. Back in the old days when they had one of the missiles that they were using for nukes back in the day, it had an all stainless steel body, and when they'd fuel it up, it'd get condensation on it and stuff, and they were looking for something to spray the outside of it so things wouldn't stick to it. And WD-40 is the 40th try at this stuff, and they end up using it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at you, Walt.
No.
Knowing something. I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you. 42 Chill said missile water displacement. There you go.
Yes. Correct.
Cruiseman says pee on it. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that fixes everything. Also, that's a universal fix. Yeah. It is. Come on, that's survival stuff right there.
Peeing on it.
Yeah.
I guess whatever floats your boat, man.
Listen, you accidentally get your arm chopped off, pee on it. You know?
I know that works good for jellyfish things.
Okay.
That's too much information for Walter. That information didn't process properly in Walter's brain.
I've heard that wise tale before about peeing on it, and it's like,
Your pee is sanitary because it's inside your body.
Until you pee on somebody else.
It's in a closed system.
I mean, that's why you're supposed to drink it if you're lost in the desert, right?
Yeah.
You're recycling it,
Yeah, I don't know how much you're gonna recycle it before you die.
Well, you're like Bear Grylls or something. What are you doing here? Like,
yeah. If you're Bear Grylls, you just go to a hotel.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I mean, I'm not blaming him at all.
No.
Yeah. So let's see. I know that people were excited to talk about some stuff when we first tried to start here. What's the number one thing on you guys' minds? We'll start with Gorillas and Guns. What's the thing that has brought you back to looking at the unreal world again? You've been hanging out in the real world. What is it from the unreal world that's been catching your attention?
Just everybody talking about the ghost guns, the unfinished frames and receivers, and that new rule that's trying to go into effect. The new definition, I guess they put out there. Some people are trying to say that it's a ban on 80%, and some people are saying no, it's not. But last I heard is they were trying to get everybody to serialize them and run them through all the paperwork stuff to produce and sell them. But I'm guessing that if you have the frame or receiver along with any of the tools used to finish it off, then it's a firearm. But if you only have the unfinished frame or receiver and no tools, then it's not a firearm.
Okay.
What is a tool? That's I mean,
they're talking about like. Go ahead.
Technically, I could finish it off if I had to with a hot nail and a file. I could take a hot nail and push it through that hole, and I can make it work if I had to. So, what is a tool, my man? What is a tool? We need a definition of that from ATF. What a tool is.
Yeah, what a tool is, right?
I got your tool right here.
They're a bunch of tools, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
I think they're trying to put out a ruling or something like that, and I'm sure that's going to be met with some resistance. I think the people that are the most affected, from my understanding of that, would be the people who are making 80%ers, because they would be required to serialize lots of stuff related to that, which doesn't make any sense because
you can't use it as a.
I mean, if it's serialized, it's not an 80%er, right? I mean, it's it's like, why even if you have to serialize it? Why even do that? And people still have the right to have stuff. And I believe that if you have things, you're fine with it. If you assembled your own firearm for whatever reason, that's fine. But I think a part of that, if you sell it, let's say, to an FFL for whatever reason, then the FFL becomes responsible to serialize that, which I don't think, like, I'm an FFL, but I'm not classified as a manufacturer, so I don't know where I get.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I think, at what point I'm an FFL. Am I automatically now some kind of manufacturer?
No, because you don't have the right FFL for that.
Yeah. So, and then where do I get the machinery to do? Right. So it's a whole nightmare. Go ahead, Walt.
Look, let me tell you something here. For those who don't know, see that little plate up there? That's where your little plate is to mark it, right? Well, back in the old days, we didn't have these things called Picatinny rails in the way of marking that thing. So you tell me how you're going to mark that. I guess you could get a punch in there, or maybe electric pencil, if you don't have a laser, and mark it. But it's going to be next to impossible to mark that thing. So
yeah, but what? So in this stupid ruling, as 42 DCG 44 is actually says ruling equals dictate. Like, where are you supposed to do that? With what?
It is kind of a dictate because it's the executive branch that is doing this, and the executive branch does not create law. So, and Biden's taking it upon himself to go, since Congress can't get it done, I'm going to get it done.
That's not how it works, but yes, obviously, we all know that.
Congress is not going to do anything with it.
No, they don't want to. They don't want to take any kind of responsibility. They don't even want to get into that game. It's a dangerous thing, and I think that
if things like that are allowed to fly and people don't resist that, it reaches out to a lot of different things in America that maybe people aren't thinking about. So, for example, are you allowed to make your own car?
For yourself.
Of course you are.
I've seen people do it, yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to make your own car. Well, what if they go, no, you're not allowed to make your own car?
Well, now it has to meet the current EPA and safety standards, and we're going to have to crash test your car.
And it seems stupid, but people are already making their own cars. People make their own cars every day.
Yeah.
You know, but things could happen in America that people decide to do that. Like, oh no, screw it, I'm going to make my own cars. I'm going to do this or do that.
You're killing the planet, Hank Strange, with your homemade car. It does not meet our environmental standards. And what happens if you run over an innocent snail crossing the road? What happens?
Yeah. Life is death. Okay, life is death. I hate to be all zen on everyone out there, but life is death. That sun out there, even I was looking at something with Elon Musk, because I think he was live today. He was doing this live thing, and he was saying, you know, the sun is out there, you know, can't do anything. You can't do anything about that thing that goes up in the sky every day.
Right.
That's killing us.
So if I build a gasoline car, but I identify it as an electric car, does that help?
You know, good question.
Just get a little electric motor and just mount it back on the rear axle with some batteries hooked up to it, and it'll identify as electric.
Yeah.
There you go.
That identification thing isn't going to work with these dudes, man. It's all good until someone does something to them, you know. It's the reason why everyone is all up in arms about Musk buying Twitter, because all those people were fine with social media companies kicking people off. Like, they kicked off a president of the United States of America. They deplatformed him, and they were okay with that, right? They were okay with lots of people being shadow banned, all of that kind of stuff. But now that Musk buys Twitter, all of a sudden, that idea of people controlling that becomes racist. Like, they're trying to say Musk is racist. That's the reason why he's buying it.
Tell me, how is that racist? Explain that in law.
I can't explain crazy to you.
Well,
you have to be crazy. You had
everything. We had this discussion a couple times in private too.
Yeah.
Everything is racist. Everything.
Well, yes, everything.
You know, it used to.
This is racist. That is racist.
I didn't get enough McDonald's a day. It's racism. Okay.
No, but literally, so on Saturday Night Live, they made a joke about Musk buying Twitter, saying that, that he's like just another white guy that wants to, be able to say the N-word, and that's why he bought Twitter. It's like a crazy leap, even for comedy, to make that leap. Why, you're like they're just putting. So I know it's a comedy show, but they're putting something on him that doesn't exist, right? And this is the idea but this is an idea that's being propagated. Like, oh, this is racism. This guy's trying to control everything. That's what these guys have been doing, and it was okay when they were doing that. It wasn't racism or someone trying to control things. When they kicked Trump off, or they kicked Alex Jones, or they've been like shadow banning the living bejeebus out of gun guys and these people and those people.
Hang on a second. Alex Jones is a white guy. Mm-hmm. Trump is a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
How many black guys have been deplatformed on Twitter?
I don't know. There may be. I'm not sure.
That's racist then.
I'm not sure how many black people have been deplatformed. Someone would have to let me know.
Is Larry Elder still on there?
I don't know.
Clarence Thomas, does he have a Twitter account?
I don't know. Maybe now. It's just really. It's really crazy, and I saw that the Indian chick over there, that was the lawyer. She was on Joe Rogan. Had what's the name of the guy? Jack Dorsey, I think, who founded Twitter, was on Joe Rogan one time. This a couple years ago. Yeah, he looks like Jack Sparrow these days, because he's always wearing tie dye and has a beard. I don't know if you saw it.
Really?
Like he always has a long beard. He wears tie dye.
Playing hippie.
What's wrong with the long beard?
You know, he could be. What was the thing that the FBI was saying about guys who wear Hawaiian shirts and tie dye and all that, and have beards? It could be Cody. Could be a gun guy for all we know. You know, yeah, Boogaloo could be one of the Boogaloo boys. But you know, there was a podcast with Joe Rogan where he had Jack Dorsey on, and he had there was this Indian woman who's a lawyer for Twitter, and she was on. Well, and you know, and also Tim Pool was on that. I don't know if anyone else other than me saw that, but it was very you know, 42 Chill said she banned more white people than anyone, and she is Indian.
Well,
now when you say Indian, is it, you know, the ones that wear the towels on their heads, or the ones that were in America when
she's
Columbus
like my
found
kind of Indian. She was yeah, the red dot, not
of
the red dot, not the feather type of Indian.
Subcontinent of India.
Yeah. Yeah, her name is Vagina.
Vagina.
42 Chill.
Vagina Banjo.
Vijaya God.
Vijaya Banjo.
Yeah. Now listen, I mean, you know, all you know, all love to my people, but you know, but she was out there going after a lot of people. One of the things that people have brought up is this whole Hunter Biden thing. They look at what they did to the New York Post, man. Anyone who was talking about Hunter Biden, they were kicking people off the platform, you know, deleting stuff, doing all of that. So now it turns out that when Musk bought Twitter, she was bawling out, she was crying.
Good.
Yeah.
They ought to be turned into valet parkers, those people.
Yeah.
You got to
What
park.
the hell is the matter with these people that they need to cry about something like that?
I don't know. But here's my advice to them. Here's my advice to them. Learn how to code.
Here's something I want to tell them.
Learn how to code.
It's real easy. What comes around goes around.
Yeah, you don't know what that means, Walt. One of the things is, like, you know, there was, okay, this goes way back. So, okay, remember when a lot of people who worked in coal mines were losing their jobs? They talked about this on Joe Rogan. When a lot of people...
When Master Obama was shutting down the coal mines.
Yeah, so a lot of people were losing their jobs, and writers, people in the media were like, oh, they need to learn how to code. Oh, you're losing your job? Oh, so sorry for you. You're destroying the planet. You need to learn how to code. This is what was happening. So then later, that got flipped. I forgot what it was that happened. There was something that happened. Maybe it was a bunch of, like, the people in the media were losing their jobs or something like that was going on. Some people on the left were losing their jobs, right? And then other folks were like, oh, remember how you're telling those guys to learn how to code? You need to learn how to code. Do you know what Twitter did? They were like, oh, that's hate speech.
That's racist.
You're telling someone they need to learn how to code? That's hate speech now. So this is what I'm saying. It wasn't hate speech when people were telling that to the coal miners. But when they were hearing it, when people on their side were hearing it, became hate speech, and Twitter was kicking you off of Twitter for saying that. So that's my response to them. Two things: you can learn how to code or learn how to chode. I just made up the chode. The chode thing has a meaning, but learn how to code or learn how to chode. Yeah.
It's always the double standard with them, you know.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe maybe the coal miners ought to tell them how to use a shovel.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, they don't use shovels in coal mines anymore.
Yeah. Musk says that people in general, the people working there have about 6 months. I'm sure she's going to get another job. Have about 6 months. He's not like kicking everyone out the door, but the board members are fired. The minute everything is settled, those board members are fired.
Let me tell you, you got to listen. You got to look what Trump didn't do. Mm-hmm. When Trump came into office, he should have fucking just cleaned house, but he didn't.
Yeah,
he let all those people sit around.
I agree with you.
And you can't let the enemy stay in the office. You gotta get them the F out. Boom, see ya.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that was my.
The world will continue to tweet.
That was my little radio.
If there's no if there's no board members? They don't do anything anyways. They just collect the check. That's all.
Right. You know what? Trump had lots of problems, man. First of all, he shouldn't have hired any of those old school Republicans. Should not have hired their asses. They, man.
They were plotting against him the whole time.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people that, when his family and friends that were not really down with the program, they shouldn't have been up at the White House.
No,
including
Fire.
his daughter and her husband.
He was the number one to point the fingers at and go, "You're fired." He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Yeah, he was a softie. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, I kind of get. No. I kind of get why he's a softie for his own. You're not gonna. Your kids work for you. You're gonna fire them.
Yeah, but if he plotted against me, he's been gone.
Yeah. Don't worry. Listen, if you need to fire any of your kids, let me know, Walt.
You can't.
I will. Hold on, wait a second. I don't know if Will is watching this or not. So
I don't know. But if they were plotting,
I'm going to retract that statement. And Spencer's already hunted for me right now. I've already aggravated the bejeebus out of Spencer in the last couple weeks. So I don't want Spencer to roll up on me in like a dark alleyway.
You can't leave people in your inner circle that are plotting against.
No, everyone has to. Yeah, everyone has to be down with the program.
Right. And
as
soon as they're not playing the game, man,
go.
It's just like sports.
Yeah.
You can get somebody else to catch that football. Trust me. Somebody else will catch that football if this dude don't want to catch it.
Night Train says Trump should have fired that FBI director Comey the minute he took agreed.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Most of those people should have been out of there.
It was
only loyalists. Only. Listen. This is where, like, come on, man. You can't. If you're the president, Did he not see House of Cards?
You just got. Like I said, that freaking Fucci dude. I would have fired his ass so fast and make your head spin.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. He can't do that. What? What do you mean he can't do that? Is the sun's gonna come up next day if he fired Fucci? It doesn't make any difference. The sun don't care. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, but the thing, I don't think that Musk is going to fire everyone at Twitter, and there are some employees at Twitter that are with Musk, and that they're like on our side. But remember, all the people on top, from the board members down to like upper, maybe even middle management, those are the people that are the problem, and those people are out of there.
Well,
Yeah.
Then you promote from inside the ones that are
Yeah, but I agree with you, man. Trump should have been kicking people out of the. What the hell was Omaroso doing at the White House, by the way?
Out.
Did he actually need a token black crazy chick in the White House? That's like the last thing.
There's thousands of those if you want one. Not that.
No, but why the hell was Omaroso there? What was her qualifications? She was on a game show. What? I'm serious. What was Omaroso's qualifications to be at the White House?
It's a biatch. That's
everyone should be vetted. Whatever you're going into, like when it came to Second Amendment stuff, he should have just put Junior in charge. Come on, right? If you're gonna put, I mean, Junior's Second Amendment guy. Come on, I see him at SHOT Show. I see him shooting guns. I see him making videos about it.
I saw some stuff on the internet or one of the places about him starting some pro-gun group.
Yeah. 42 Chilled said maybe Candace Owens.
Look. Like I was saying the other night about some of these people that the gun industry likes to thinks they're getting somewhere with them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to. You don't get nowhere with these faces. They don't.
I would go for people who. So one, there would be a loyalty test. There has to be.
That's where you. Hey, look. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing this, that, and the other. And if later on you hear it on the news, that guy's going. See you.
Yeah. There has to be that. But people doing things have to actually know what they're doing. And people who are not down with the program, but I don't know, man. I think Trump was just very unprepared for that job. I always remember election night. Trump was like, "Yo, are these people crazy? Did I just get elected into this?"
Well,
you don't remember that? I know other people saw that. He was like, "What? What just happened?" And from the beginning, it was a nightmare. But you got to go straight up. You got to look at Scarface. You got to look at, you got to look at The Godfather, Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Godfather 3, You got to pull all those gangster movies out. Seriously. You have to be paranoid, man. If you look at the Obama presidency, no one defected during that thing. Who defected from Obama?
Well, they were loyal leftists. That's why they didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm just saying though, right? Yeah. Like that did not happen with Trump, man. Everybody was. I mean, even in the end, the one guy who I thought was like the most down, Pence. Even in the end, Pence.
He flipped on him. Pence flipped on him.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
And I don't get that. There's nothing. I don't know. Pence.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Shelly Fungus says right out of the gate they were on him and it never let up. Yeah, you're in You're in emergency state. You're in a war zone the minute you become the president.
Then, you know what? Then you start cleaning house.
Yeah.
Well, they were on him even during the campaign. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You just start cleaning house. You get rid of everybody. It's like,
everybody's out of there. Everybody gets fired.
FBI director, have a nice day. We're going to pick Joe the dog catcher from Rhode Island. He's going to be the new FBI director.
Yeah.
It wouldn't change anything. That's a figurehead job. They don't do anything. What do they do?
Right. FBI has fallen. Like, man, I used to think the FBI was so cool.
The G-men were like the men. They were the guys. That was the... But not anymore. Not so.
That was the epitome. That was the epitome of law enforcement. In the world. In the world. Yeah. FBI agent. That used to be.
Well, like
oh man, that's cool.
Too. Look at Secret Service agents. They're the same thing,
Yeah.
Not so much no more.
Yeah, I remember there was a time I was telling Lola, "Oh, this would be cool. You should become an FBI agent." Well, to be an FBI agent, you have to have like a college degree, all that kind of stuff. Do all this like the training. I think Quantico, it's what is it, like 75 people in each class. I think they do like 2 classes a year, and out of those 75 people, they only graduate like 30 or something like that. A lot of people wash out of it. But and we went up to Quantico and visited with those guys at one time and saw it there. But yeah, man, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm not saying everyone's terrible in there, but man, you guys, your reputation is like is doo-doo right now. Yeah. So,
okay.
What's
up? The topic fairy came around.
Yeah. Well, we still got a couple of minutes here.
Oh, okay. What is the next topic?
I don't know. What else are you guys worried about? I'm here. I'm here to help you guys out. What else you worried about?
Wacky Wednesday. Come on. What
Wacky Wednesday. What wackiness is happening in the world? Is there any wackiness going on?
What wackiness isn't happening in the world right now?
Yeah.
There's the Depp Amber Heard crazy nonsense.
God. That's
still going. That's
objection. Hearsay.
I don't clutter my mind cavity with that.
Okay, we're gonna come back and we're gonna clutter you all up in a second.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
All right, we're back over here. You don't want to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and their cray-cray?
Well, that's been going on for days, man.
I know. It's like it'll never end.
Yeah, no.
I feel trapped in a twilight zone.
Yeah, I mean...
Everyone,
I haven't been watching it, so. Oh, look at this, man.
I've looked at it. What happened?
My significant other's been watching that when she's on the clock at work.
Right.
And I'm like,
oh, see.
That's why I say it to her. She's the boss anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got to put some discipline down, Walt.
Got time.
You got to go up in there and put your Mac down.
My Mac.
You have to. It's a little crazy. I've jumped in and out. I was looking at one thing where there's this psychoanalyst that they have. Yeah. And I guess she's on like Johnny Depp's side or whatever. So Amber Heard's side was cross-examining her.
Yeah.
The whole thing is weird. First of all, she's talking about how batshit crazy Amber Heard is, allegedly. Amber Heard's not even going to watch this, but so I don't even know why I'm doing allegedly. But she's talking about how batshit crazy Amber Heard is, and the whole time, like Amber Heard, this is how you know someone is guilty of being crazy. The woman is talking about her, and she's got a little notepad, and she's writing notes, and she's like this, writing it.
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
No, she's just right. No, she's pretending. You know,
she's paying attention.
Yeah, like she's paying attention, and she's analyzing the analyst. It was so fun. Like I was like, oh, this is like so prototypical of someone that knows they're crazy.
She's acting.
Yeah. So she's just like, if the woman is saying stuff, and she's like, writing that, and then she'll look up for a second, and that was, I'm telling you, that was funny. But they were getting into it with the chick because she got interviewed by Johnny Depp's team of lawyers, and they did it at his house, right? So when she went, I guess she was there for a while, so they ordered dinner, and Amber Heard's lawyer's like, so you had dinner and drinks with Johnny Depp. And she was like, I was getting interviewed, and I was over there, and yes, they served dinner. But the lawyer chick kept bringing it up, and I'm like, what? So then apparently when she went to interview Amber Heard, you know, her husband brought in muffins for the law office, or not, she's not a lawyer.
I heard about the muffins.
The office. And then they're grilling her on the muffins.
So
I was like, yeah, what is the jury? The jury has got to say these people are nuts.
What does this have to do with anything?
Nothing.
Right,
nothing. If I was the jury looking at that, like, seriously, you can't have muffins? It's a crime. It's a crime now to get. I mean, they should look at this psychiatrist chick as this a powerful woman. She had her husband get the muffins, but they were like, so your husband got muffins for Amber Heard. She's like, what? No, my husband got muffins for the office, and Amber Heard had one of the muffins.
Somehow this must be racist. That's all I got to say.
It's so. Every time I go, you know, here's what I do. Like I was trying to edit that video, which Lola says, by the way, that video's up. We can go.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Take a look at it here in a second. But I'm trying to edit that video, and you know, so I always try to keep something playing in the background. But it was like the devil was tempting me to look at the Johnny Depp trial.
No,
because I was Walter. I'm telling you, I was looking at something on Netflix to distract me. And the whole thing will crash out. And I was like, damn it. Then I'll go back to YouTube. Oh, YouTube's working. Okay, only thing on YouTube is Johnny Depp Live. Okay, damn it.
But
I'll go look at that.
The only thing on YouTube. The only thing on YouTube is Johnny.
Am I lying? If you go to YouTube right now, how much Johnny Depp things do you see?
Well, let's find out.
Somehow I haven't. I guess I
that's like a lot of what's on there.
I guess I don't run in the same YouTube circles you do, because I haven't seen a whole lot of Johnny Depp on YouTube.
Well, I've been trapped. I got caught in the trap. So once you get caught in the trap, you look at one of them.
I guess mini bikes don't have anything to do with Johnny Depp, so or guys are or people who RV
listen, I would hear something crazy and I was like, oh my god, I can't listen to this kind of craziness. And I would go back and find some other app to look at something. And then that thing would crash. I'm like, oh, I guess I got to go back to, I got to go back to YouTube.
Chili Fungus says Amber Turd. So
yeah, yeah.
And then Chili Fungus also says Gorn, please. Okay.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go. Oh, are we in the Gorn section? Is that what's happening?
Well, it says next topic, Gorn. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Gorn. In Gorn. Oh, no, next topic is in 14 minutes. That's what it's saying.
Oh,
the next topic is in 14 minutes, and we're already like some minutes behind.
Did anybody?
Asper Warrior says YouTube really is littered with that trash. It is.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But there's actually good stuff on YouTube if you can pull your mind out of that whole soap opera garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't go down the rabbit hole, you're good.
Yeah. Mike Bryant sent me this. Asper Warrior. This must Twitter purchase fails after 138,000 board votes found overnight from the Babylon Bee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give you guys Gorn. Okay.
Gorn.
Okay, who wants to go first? Oh, okay. Look. Okay, Gorillas and Guns. What you got?
I had to bring out the High Point since you had the High Point commercial come on.
Oh, okay, cool.
So showing him some love. Maybe I can get some love from him. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What do you need? What do you need?
Yeah, what do you want?
You already got a High Point.
Yeah. I only got one though. That's the problem.
Oh, so what do you have? What is that one?
This is the 995 SST or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got the fancy tactical stock on it, you know.
Okay.
It's got the beard. It's got the beard puller on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does pull a little bit, but it's a pretty smooth shooting gun. I was pretty surprised when I got this thing and first blasted a few rounds through it. I mean,
that's a 9mm
on me or anything. So,
is it a 9mm?
Yeah, it's the 9mm. Yep.
Okay.
You ain't got a 40? Ain't no 40? Come on, man.
I looked at they had a 45 there at the same time, but most of my guns are 9mm. So I was like, let's stick with that caliber.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what have you added to it? It looks like you've.
The only thing I did was add this cheapy free red dot that I got from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I've done to it.
Okay. Oh, someone, a company sent that to you to review or something?
Yeah. About 3 or 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's been holding up.
Yeah. Let me ask you: is that company still in business? Are they still on Amazon? Is it returnable?
It has a lifetime warranty of everything. Of course it is. Come on.
That I don't know. I can't remember who sent it to me. Mm-hmm. If this was from Marmot Man, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I think he's still on there. Same thing with the sling. That was from the Marmot Man.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, Shelly Fungus says Shelly Fungus says I have a 5-year-old High Point 9mm carbine I've never shot. So there you go. I'm not the only person. I'm not the only one who has guns that they haven't shot yet. Everything's gonna get shot.
All right.
I cannot buy a gun and bring it home and not shoot it. That's just not in my nature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I must admit, I do have a couple rifles. I have some Japanese World War II rifles I haven't shot because I don't have any. I got to get some ammo.
Oh, okay. There's always a reason. Trust me, I've got guns I've never shot. Yeah.
It happens every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, for different reasons. Sometimes, like, I try to. I think there's I believe in timing. I don't know if anyone else does. I think everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So, timing is a big thing. So I don't just immediately run out there.
Blaze away.
Yeah, that video that's up right now, that video, as a matter of fact, I need to go find that video, but let me show you. Here's another thing from Asper Warrior right there. What is this? This is AR. Yeah, pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Got some ergo stuff on it. Yeah.
He's out there in a nice free state right now, so.
Yeah, he's in Arizona now.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, okay, Walt, did you have something?
Oh.
What are you showing off? What are you showing off? Yeah. You could show off that gun you brought in. I'm going to go see if I can find the video.
What would Walt do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what would Walt do? So you basically got the KE Arms. Yeah, the KE Arms KP 15 lower. And you got a Bear Creek Arsenal side charging upper, which is really convenient because it gets rid of this monkey business back here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pencil thin barrel. Got a Gemtech brake on the end, so I can put a Gemtech can on it. Got a what was their name? Used to be one of your sponsors.
American Tactical.
No, this
ATI.
is the ATI.
Yeah.
Slim forehand foregrip thing there, handguard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. And it has Armatech silent buffer spring in here, and that's pretty much it. Stock trigger and stuff. So it's really lightweight. I'm happy with it. It didn't cost $1 billion to build either. So
yeah. I think mine wound up being the most expensive one. The video is out there. We'll go to that here in a second. Here, can I show it up?
This thing probably costs half of what the What Would Stoner Do version. So
yeah. Now this one I have here is probably the most expensive one. So this is the KP15. I got the complete KP15 back here, and then what I did up here, it has a Fostec magnesium upper. That's what that is right there. And yeah, they got that from Walter. And thank you, Walter. I mean, I'm pretty sure I traded you something awesome for it.
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I wasn't using the upper, so I'd rather see somebody use it than it sit around.
Yeah. Now, the rest of the upper was all put together by Liberty Suppressors, and it's the Zulu mod. What is it called? Zulu upgrade, or however you want to put it. Basically, it's a titanium, integrally suppressed upper that Liberty puts together for you. And boom, bada boom, we got, integrally suppressed KP15. What would Stoner do? It's got the hollow sun on it, and probably the heaviest. I think this was close, like 5 pounds, 15 ounces, 15 points, just like a hair under 6 pounds. This one, so heaviest, most expensive, because probably this is like somewhere approaching, I don't know, it's like at least $2,700 put all this together.
Yeah. I got a Christensen Arms AR-15. That's about that much.
Is it what's the features on it?
Oh gosh, let me go grab
carbon fiber barrel. Does it have a carbon fiber wrap barrel or something?
It's got the carbon fiber barrel, carbon fiber handguard.
Yeah, when you get all carboned out. Okay, so while he's doing that, so now here's the complete What Would Stoner. I guess it's the only actual official What Would Stoner Do rifle, as designed by InRange TV, KE Arms, Barnauls, etc. It's got carbon fiber handguard on it, pencil barrel on there. Very nice. I think this came in. Do you remember what this was? With like 5 pounds 2 ounces or some craziness?
Yeah, this one comes in like 515.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this was this was like probably the lightest that we did in the video, but it's like around 1,700 to get one of these. So there you go. Okay, let's see what you got here, Gorillas and Guns. Tell us about this.
All right, so this is the Christensen Arms CA-15. I'm not sure. I think this is just a regular Magpul stock on here. Got the Hogue grip. I don't remember what the trigger was, but it's got the carbon fiber handguard, carbon fiber barrel, chrome line barrel. Fancy. It's really nice. It's smooth. It's a piston driven. It's not the regular gas one. So it's got the Wilson Combat oversized bolt release.
That sounded like a big explosion just now, like boom. Okay.
Yeah, I hit the microphone boom.
Oh, okay.
Incoming.
There's people driving in their cars like right now, like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, it's a nice gun. It shoots real smooth. I mean, I haven't really shot it much.
Is it lightweight? What does it weigh?
Fuck, I haven't weighed it, but it's not very light.
Mm-hmm.
All the ones I've built are lighter than this one, and they don't have carbon fiber on them.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, the carbon fiber barrel. What's the benefit of that if not lightweightedness?
Yeah, it's supposed to be lightweight, but I mean, this thing's a beast.
Is it less flex by being carbon fiber? I don't
know.
Okay.
Maybe it's just more cool. Wait
a minute, it's carbon fiber. Come on.
Okay.
It's just cooler. That's all, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got carbon fiber parts on my car. It makes it lighter.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at the what would Stoner do? You could have an aluminum handguard on the front of that would be relatively, if you you know machine
If
enough
you
of it
took
off.
a lot of stuff out of it, yeah.
Yeah. It's just carbon fiber. Come on. I mean that sells itself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take a look at today? I purchased a rather interesting shotgun.
Okay. What was it?
It's a Garasar TR19S.
Okay.
So what it is it's a automatic shotgun with 16 round capacity.
Oh wow.
So
Who's
it has
made?
a
Is
rotary
it? Mm-hmm.
has a rotary magazine that turns underneath the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and
Is that like the IWI Tab 12?
similar.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look the same, but it's similar idea. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me see.
And it's
what's
only
it called?
it was 6 foot. It's the I'll spell it for you. GA.
Oh look, yeah, I think you sent it. Let's see here.
Yeah, I sent you a text. Yeah.
Yeah. I will copy it and see if I can pull it up.
I
Yeah.
was just intrigued by it because it's just kind of cool. I mean, we're gonna have to do a shotgun video where we bring out all the high capacity
Okay.
shotguns.
I just went to, I hate to preempt everything that we're doing there, but I got to read this article because I just went to look at this, and this first article here says, "Fictosexual man married hologram bride, but now struggles to bond with her."
So this is
gotta,
Japanese.
I gotta look at. I gotta look at this. I'm sorry.
This is a Japanese
I hate
fellow.
yeah, someone's gonna get mad.
How is he going to bond with a Tell me how that works, really. Tell me how
I
it
don't
works.
know. Someone's gonna get mad that we're not.
Talking about Gorn.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you about my new shotgun and 16 shot, which you can bond with very easily.
Right.
You can touch it. You can bond with it.
Yeah, I got it.
Now you're
Damn
talking
it.
about something.
This article. Okay, I'm gonna mess up the internet by I need to get Wi-Fi for this, Walt. Forgive me
You're
for
gonna
whatever.
craft the show to look at the
For whatever.
hologram?
Yeah, whatever is about to happen, you guys are just gonna have to forgive me, because I have got to look at this. Got to look at this. Okay,
Right,
let's look at this
for everybody
headline.
in the chat, I'm gonna post
Fictosexual
my,
man married hologram bride, but now struggles to bond with her. A man who wed a fictional computer synthesized pop singer 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Say he's now unable to communicate with his wife. Okay, she is not real, but is still in love with her.
Right.
Akiko Kondo, 38, was dating Hatsune Miku, depicted in pop culture as a 16-year-old with turquoise hair, for a decade before they had they were dating? What?
What is wrong with
Before
the
they had
Japanese?
Unofficial wedding ceremony in 2018, Kondo, one of many who identifies as fictosexual, or someone who is sexually attracted to fictional characters, spent 2 million yen, or about $17,300 on the nuptials, but his family did not attend. Okay. Hold on.
No, really.
Let me just say this. You could have gone to, like, Russia, Africa, somewhere, I'm sure in Ghana or Nigeria, someplace in Africa.
You want to Bangkok with
$17,000?
You go to Bangkok, Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this. I don't know how they even did this with this fictosexual. I mean, but what?
Look at the happy couple. Look at him.
While Kondo acknowledges his relationship might be odd, he understands Miku isn't a real person. It doesn't change his feelings for her since falling in love with her in 2008. Kondo is finally able to interact with...
With Arms List, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Arms List. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Arms List.
Yeah.
I promise you, we are not done.
I don't know if you remember that show, My Strange Addiction.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was an episode where a guy got married to his real doll.
Why would you even get... Okay, listen, I'm not going to knock someone for having a real doll, knock yourself out. But, you don't have to get married, son.
Shelly Fungus says, great Gorn article, Hank.
You don't have to get married. I don't understand this dude. Look, it says here, you know, it says Miku for the first time 2017. Okay, hold on. Kondo was finally able to interact with Miku for the first time in 2017 thanks to a Gatebox, a $1,300 machine that allowed device owners to interact with characters via holograms and even unofficially marry them. But now his 4-year marriage took a turn when support for Gatebox software was eliminated, meaning that Kondo could no longer speak with his wife Miku, according to NewsHub.
We love you a long time.
Yeah, Kondo, it says he has lessened his feelings. My love for Miku hasn't changed, he told Mainichi, which noted, we now carried around a life-size version of Miku. I held a wedding ceremony because I thought I could be with her forever. So now he carries this little, okay, you know what? Do you guys realize...
Okay?
Do you realize that one time in human history, the Japanese, along with the Nazis, were about to take over the world? Do you realize this?
Yep.
And
am I the only person who remembers that?
So that's what a kinder and gentler Japan turned into.
Holy moly!
Yeah, they had like the British. They had an empire. They had a freaking empire.
These guys were no joke.
Once they became socially aware and all concerned about everyone's well-being, look what they got. They got holographic dolls. Come on.
Yeah, the Japanese brought us some badassery, man. You know,
they were nutty as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Japanese. Well, let's see. They brought us ninjas. I mean,
samurais.
Samurais. Crying out loud.
They brought us battleships.
Yeah,
they brought us
Hondas. Let's not poo-poo the awesomeness of a Honda, man. I've owned a Honda Prelude, a Honda S2000, one of the most awesomest cars ever made on the face of this planet. The Honda S2000 will beat a Fiat any day. Okay.
Back to the holographic dolls, all right?
But what has happened? What is going on? Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay.
Godzilla.
Yeah, they brought us Godzilla. That is so true. How can I forget that? They brought us Godzilla. What else did the Japanese bring us? Did they do haikus come from the Japanese? I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm gonna be some haiku. I need me some haiku.
Oh man, this is wow.
Did anybody check out my awesome shotgun? Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay.
When it comes time to shoot it, you want to make a video.
Where did you buy this shotgun from?
I got an ad from Centerfire Systems.
Oh, okay. I don't.
It was.
I see it on Cheaper Than Dirt, but we're not going there. Classic Firearms has it.
I got it. They had it on sale. That was the main thing that prompted me to pull the trigger on it. So
yeah. Oh, you know what? The Japanese brought us the Nissan Gtr, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a badass car.
I mean,
you know what? Way better, bigger than that is the Toyota Land Cruiser.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Okay. That saved the planet.
The Isuzu Trooper.
The Hilux. Yeah.
Mitsubishi Montero.
Yeah, I have. You know what? I had an Isuzu Via-Cross, for crying out loud.
Yeah, they brought you the Via-Cross.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay. Let's go to Walter's gun.
That Japanese whiskey is pretty good, DJ.
Let's go to Walter's gun here. There you go.
Sake is good.
Yeah, sake. They brought us sake, for crying out loud.
Sake's all right. You have to get over that first initial couple drinks, and you start drinking it. Yeah, you don't care about it. Just drink it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just don't stand up too quick.
Yeah. Okay, Lola, you brought me water? I don't. Okay. You know, I'm like doing real hard work over here. I can't fuel this amount of awesomeness on water, Lola.
You mean you can't fuel that big head of yours?
Okay, Lola, you can go. You can leave.
Holographic, love you long time. No.
Oh man, Japanese people, seriously, man, you guys got to get your acts together.
Well, you just got to get your weenie out and go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
The Japanese brought us Nintendo.
That's part of the problem, man.
PlayStation.
That's part of the problem.
Walter, here's your gun. Here's your gun.
Yeah, there you go, man. And the Turks brought us that thing. So
Nice.
yeah, well, I gotta. Nobody mentioned in any. There's a couple YouTube videos on it. Nobody mentioned whether it'll shoot the mini shells. So I gotta see if it'll. If it holds cool 16 2 3/4, man, you think how many mini shells that thing can hold, man?
I'm trying to get a better picture. I didn't swallow that water. See, Lola's trying to kill me with that water. I'm allergic to the water, Lola. You almost just took out an American icon of podcastery.
A holographic podcastery.
With this water. Yeah, so here we go, Walt. Here we go. I think it looks interesting. So you got it.
You see that angle on the receiver? That's what breaks into two pieces.
Oh, so so it goes up
there's
or
two
down.
pins there. Those two pins, and it just comes apart like an AR does in two pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice.
So we'll be making a video on that one.
Yeah. We actually need to get together and do some shooting.
We'll have to have like an AK shotgun mayhem video, with all the high capacity shotgun stuff.
Yeah.
Does it have a buffer tube in there or a buffer in there with it, or how does that?
I mean, I don't know. Let's see if I can get
Recoil man.
better pictures of this thing.
What do you mean a buffer?
Like on an AR, where it's got the the buffer that goes.
In the back there? No, that recoil system on that, I think, is all up in the. It's all up in the handguard.
Oh, okay.
So it's very conventional in that sense, like an automatic shotgun, but it's supposed to have a self-regulating gas system, so you can go from birdshot to buckshot to slugs.
Can it do mini shells?
That's what I don't know yet. I haven't seen anybody talk about that. So.
Yeah. Cruiseman said Japan brought us bomb targets. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
And actually, the Japanese brought us a lot of.
Japanese have done some awesome things, man. No kidding. Yeah.
They were testing chemical weapons and biological weapons on humans during World War II, and part of the reason we were nicer to the Japanese at the end of the war, because we wanted that technology, that information, and the ones who were doing it, the generals, those people you like the Honda and the Mitsubishi, those generals, those people, those families, all had that information. So they bought themselves. They got away from the noose because they had that information. So that's.
I'm not the only person that likes Japanese stuff. Come on now.
Oh, I don't have any problem with Japanese stuff.
Yeah. And the Japanese make good glass.
Oh,
didn't the Japanese?
Excellent.
Yeah, Casio watches. That's from Japan.
Good machinery. Good machinery. Good. Yeah, nothing wrong with Japanese stuff. I'm just telling you a little history. That's all.
You know what? Yeah, the Japanese
they make good shit, but they're weird as hell.
This is the future of mankind. This is like an omen of what the rest of mankind could look like if we don't actually, you gotta actually dip your pee-pee in for reals and for realsness.
Well,
okay.
You can't live in this virtual world. What's up?
Speaking of dip your pee-pee, I read an article. This was a few years ago, and I don't know if it ever came to fruition, but over there in Japan, they were thinking about setting up in hospitals automatic sperm donation machines. So you walk up to the machine and you stick your wheelie inside the hole, and it
we already have those. It's called horse pumpers. This is how they get the horses.
That's called an ATF glory hole. Come on.
No, they already have those. They hook the horses up to that, and that's how they. Well, unless they used to do it manually before, but I don't know. I guess nobody wanted that job.
They did it like Tom Green. Look, Daddy, I'm a cowboy.
There was an episode of Rick and Morty about this that was pretty crazy.
Look, Daddy, I'm a cowboy.
Oh, come on. Lola says, slow it down, Hank Strange, slow it down. And then Asper Warrior says, Lola, good for you. Hank should drink more water. Water is the best thing to drink. Okay.
His Asper Warrior's last comment is it's not cool.
What's not cool?
It promotes that type of activity.
What's not cool?
underage fictional pop stars.
Oh,
shit.
what does he say? Hold on, I gotta go see.
Whether it's real or not, what is the?
Oh, he's telling Armament and Axis what he missed. That's what's going on there.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Armament and Axis just walked in on this. And he's probably like, what the hell are you idiots getting into right now? That wasn't me, by the way. That was these guys. I was talking about
You're
guns.
the one who started the whole
moment.
thing.
I was gonna show people the latest video that was on YouTube, and then you guys distracted me.
I thought you were looking for shotgun stuff.
With that.
And all of a sudden you're talking
With that.
about
Okay, let's go to the YouTubes. Let's go to the YouTubes here for a second. Let's see what's on. This is what's on my YouTube. What's rolling up here? I'm just scrolling through. Oh, there's no. Okay, there's no Johnny Depp. I was just looking to see if there was any Johnny Depp stuff getting. It was earlier, but I guess it stopped suggest. I think it was listening to me when I said there's too much Johnny Depp getting suggested.
Well, he's in my neck of the woods right now.
Is that where that whole trial is going on?
Yeah, they're doing it up in Fairfax.
Oh, yeah.
And why is that? I was going to Google where the hell that craziness is happening.
I have no idea why they're doing it here.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they're not doing it in LA or something like that. Okay,
Right.
so let's go back to the YouTubes right here. What would we do? Barnauls and KE Arms. There you go. There's the video. I'm gonna pop it up here. What were you gonna say?
Like I said, yeah, they should have been doing it out in the state where they lived in when all this happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they actually residents of America? This is no, serious. This is a serious question.
I'm pretty sure Johnny Depp is. I'm not sure about Amber Heard.
Yeah, or maybe they had it, moved because in Hollywood wouldn't have been the best place for it, or something crazy like that is probably what's going on. I am going to let's see. Okay, I've got this rolling here. Let's see if we can.
Friday for that kind of dirty talk. Lola says.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, we're not. I'm not going to be here on Friday, so.
Oh, okay. So.
Were
It's
they
Wacky
not married
Wednesday.
in Virginia? Lola's saying they were married in Virginia or something like that. So here we go. Here's the video. Me and Walter. Babyface is somewhere here in the background, but I don't think he's in this
lurking
video.
somewhere back there.
Yeah, he's. I forgot what he was up to at this time. There was something going on. But there's all three different versions of the guns that we have. And you guys can check out this video. Let us know what you think about it. We actually shot this video a while ago. That was shot.
Yeah,
we shot that in January. Listen, I still have videos from the 3rd grade that I need to edit. Listen, if you actually have to edit videos, you'll know it's not as easy as it looks. Let's just put it that way. But, I'm getting videos. What's up? Is something happening? Did I mess something up? What happened?
Your audio was a little.
Oh, I think. Oh, because I never came off the internet. I got to come off the internet. Okay, boom. It should get better now. I was on the internet there for a second. Is Gorillas and Guns? Is he frozen? No, he's there. He's good.
Yeah, like I said, my computer's still being laggy.
Yeah. Shelly Funga says, I think they got married on his island. Man, Johnny Depp. You know what, though? I just have to say this, to go back to that Japanese thing. Johnny Depp is one person who should have just gotten married to a hologram. You know what I'm saying? It would have been way cheaper. And for all the money he spent on Amber Heard, he could have just bought that software. How does a guy get married to a chick that's on software, and when the software runs out, he's in trouble? Like, what? How does that happen? What is the deal with that?
What was that phrase you said earlier? Learn how to.
Learn how
code?
to learn how to chode.
Learn how to code so you can keep the woman going.
Learn how to chode. Yeah. This is how the apocalypse starts.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
What's that? What's that?
It says they got married in Johnny Depp's and Amber Heard's private. They had a private ceremony in their LA residence, so they got married in LA.
Yeah, but I don't think this has to do about their marriage because it's a defamation
defamation
lawsuit.
suit.
Yeah, they settled their marriage a long time ago, and they both agreed that no one did anything to the other person. It's like mutually assured destruction. We both agree that neither one of us kicked the other person's ass. Or did it? I honestly, I think these are both terrible people. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably more on the side of Johnny Depp, but he's like a raging liberal type of dude. And he created this whole Me Too world. These guys allowed all of this to be created and festered, and then he's all shocked and disappointed and devastated that it comes back and kicks his ass.
Like I said, man, comes around, goes around.
Yeah,
that's the world. That's the universe. It always comes right back around to get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you walk around like this,
yeah,
you know tell it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and by the way, can we just go back to the prophet Eddie Murphy, who a long time ago said, you know, you want to get married, just go to Africa and marry Mfufu. Yeah,
what
remember
Eddie?
Yeah. What have you done for me, Eddie? You don't remember that, Walter? We were talking about this when I saw you. You never saw it. Was that Delirious or Raw? Someone will tell me.
I think that was Delirious.
Oh, was it Delirious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie, what have you done for me lately, Eddie?
I'll tell you why that is really funny to me. When he did that, I had just met Lola and we were dating. And I used to make fun of Lola all the time. I was like, you're like my own fufu. Because, you know, Lola's African. And I would go, Lola, I do. I would do that, and Lola would get so mad. She's like, my people don't tick. She would get so mad at me, but it was just really funny. And the ironic part of that is Eddie Murphy did not marry. I'll be honest. If you would have married, and I think he said it in the thing, if you marry an African chick, you're still going to wind up in this. At some point, she's going to become Americanized and sue your ass. You know? And she's going to want half.
You got American friends.
Yeah, she's going to want half. I remember, I think it was Eddie, wasn't it Eddie Murphy who was talking about how, remember Mike Tyson had to give like Robin Givens half? And then everyone was attacking, everyone was like, oh, he's got millions of dollars, so what if he has to give half? And I think Eddie Murphy said this. He's like, okay, if you only have $100 in your pocket, and I take half from you, are you gonna be mad?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, so if you have $100 or $1 million, and someone takes half, you're gonna feel the same pain.
You ain't a millionaire no more.
Yeah, so
you just lost that status.
Yeah, don't get married. You know, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say like I'm pretty lucky. I've been married to Lola. We've married like 23 years now, me and Lola. And we've known each other for maybe like 26 years or something like that. 20 something. Going back to 1996. So how long is that? Hold on, let me pull up a calculator.
No, math ain't that
it feels
good.
like
I didn't get good grades in math.
Feels like several lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I just added a whole bunch. I just added a whole bunch of zeros. Oh, yeah, 26 years. Damn it, I'm good.
Yep, my wife and I, we've been married 23 years, but we've been together for 26.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations, yeah. How about you, Walt? You and Peggy have been together. That was like the 80s when I saw your thing. When you guys got.
We got married in 1990.
Oh, 1990. Look at that.
Thanksgiving 1990.
That's literally dinosaur years ago. Yeah. You guys are still going good. So marriage works for some people. If you're broke, marriage is awesome.
Too. We work every day together. So.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this. And Your wives aren't looking at this. I got in trouble the last time at Lola.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Yeah. Every single time I'm having fun, those ads catch me. So hold on. Shelly Fungus says 45 years married here, married very young. Oh, awesome! Congratulations.
Nice, yeah.
And as for word, go ahead, Walt. What's up?
That wouldn't have worked probably too well for me, because I had to explore a little bit before.
You had to what is it called? Sowing the wild oats.
I had some fun, you know. I mean, I had a friend that got married. He was in love, and and he got married right after he got basically out of, and he's been married 3 times. So
yeah.
And he wasn't around. Me and my other friends I grew up with, we were out having fun and doing things. He was married, so that's it's your choice, I guess. If it works for you.
No, I think you should. Yeah, you should have a couple of experiences out there before, because it helps you appreciate that your wife is awesome. I think all the nightmare scenarios I went through before I met Lola helped prepare me to be a better man. I think I was like, oh, it's crazy out here. So that helped for sure. What about? Did you want to say something here, Scott? You want to say how awesome your wife is or something? Your wife's not watching this.
No, she's actually asleep right now. She wasn't feeling well, but no, she is awesome. She takes care of me. I don't know how she puts up with my shit, but she's been there all along. I mean, we had a little rough patch for a little while, but we fixed it. Everything got better, and we're stronger than ever. And I mean, if you say being poor is awesome for a marriage, well, we were dirt poor for a marriage.
It helps a lot.
Time, so.
You know what? I'll take not poor. To be honest with you, I'll take not poor.
Right. No, it helps. Aspen Warrior says, I know how that is. One time I ordered the chocolate molten lava cake, and my wife only wanted a bite, but she took half. Man, 2009 was a rough year for me.
That always happens. It's like, do you want some of this, whatever it is? No, I don't want none. And then when it goes up on the table, it's like, chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That drives me crazy. Yeah. Okay. Walt froze. There you go. You froze for some reason, Walt.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening there. Somebody on the internet. You're supposed to have awesome internet. What was the question I was going to ask you guys? I was going to ask you guys some kind of troubling question. I know what it is. I got in trouble the last time with Lola because I was asking. She's like, why are you asking dudes questions that can get them in trouble? So here's the thing. If you were very wealthy, if let's say we can alternate dimension, not your awesome wives or whatever, alternate dimension, you who you are, very wealthy, would you get married?
If I met my wife, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Can I just say one thing before
okay.
we leave here?
Uh-huh.
My download speed is 753,
and
the upload is 930. So it's not me.
You shouldn't be freezing at all.
Yeah,
it's not me, man. Anyways, probably. I mean, once again, you got to go through that. Let me close this up here so I can see.
Yeah.
You got to go through that test period,
Mm-hmm.
But
if I never met Lola, I would never be married. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like, my intention was never ever to get married. I never ever in my life thought. And I come from like a long line of like confirmed bachelor dudes who only ever reluctantly get married. Or marriages don't work out too well with the people. I'm serious. So to me, I was like, oh, I'm not even going to do this craziness. I grew up seeing like my parents' whole thing was was nuts, you know. And my dad would always tell me, "Oh, you know, I went through all of this for you guys." I was like, "You better off not to do this."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, I'm never gonna get married. So if something happened and Lola didn't exist and I didn't know about that, you know, I think poor, I would have never gotten married, and definitely, like, if I would have been wealthy for whatever reason, not getting married. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But knowing,
married.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got married and we could barely afford the rent.
Yeah. We couldn't afford a wedding. Like, we didn't do like a whole big wedding or anything like that. I think we just went to the courthouse. You know, that's how we got married.
We did it in our living room with her father and her grandmother as the witnesses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I always tell people, I think I had a picture somewhere. I don't know if I still have it. But when Lola and I got married, I had found out I had Crohn's, but I was dying. I think I was like 140 something pounds, and I was like on the way out. And then Lola was, I mean, I was bony. I looked like I had AIDS. Seriously, I was like I was gonna die. And Lola was pregnant. She was about to drop that kid in like a couple months. So it's one of those crazy things if you think about it. I'm trying to look. I don't think I have it anywhere. Although I know, like, someone, maybe Lola has that picture somewhere and she sent it to me before. But you know. But I'm glad I got married. Glad I met Lola. Lots of awesomeness came out of that. Got my kids and everything. But you know. I would have been that confirmed bachelor dude, faux shizzle, you know. So, Asper Warrior says Crohn's ain't no joke. No, it was pretty brutal for me when I got it. Yeah. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, look at Elon. Elon's married.
I don't think he's married right now.
Oh, it's not okay.
Right. No, he was. I think he was married, but he got divorced.
Okay.
And I think right now he's not. It doesn't, like. Come on, man. If I got a couple of $100 billion, like that Japanese dude right there, yeah, I'm you know, I'm gonna make robots real.
If you got a couple $1 billion.
See, Walter froze. What is
happening? No holograms, biatch.
No, you don't
can
have
afford.
To.
You can afford.
I don't understand.
Real thing.
Yeah, I don't understand the hologram thing. I don't know what's going on with that hologram.
Como el gato, Mr. Roboto.
I mean,
well, apparently that's not working out too well either. So
yeah, they got to up this technology. By now, the Japanese should have better technology than this.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe that was African technology just disguised as Japanese, because now she wants to know, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, she's speaking machine code. That's machine code.
Learn how to code. Learn how to code.
Yeah, Lola says no wedding rings. You still owe me a wedding ring. Oh my god.
Oh, you
okay, Lola. I think I always promised Lola that at some point in the future we would do like a marriage on the beach or something like that.
Well,
you know, I was like, oh yeah, we'll do that. You know, the boys will be there. We'll do. You know, we'll do. Yeah, that never happened.
Everybody will be in white and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that
yeah,
I
sure.
mean, to me, that real goofy like stuff. You know, it's like,
yeah, it's just it's a waste of what I think about. It's a waste of money.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
I could waste that money in lots of better ways. You know, waste that money. I mean, go somewhere to the beach, but don't don't have to. Yeah.
You don't have to spoil it by getting married. Come on.
Exactly. You don't have to go through that all over again.
That rigmarole. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What else do we have here? We've still got, show to go here because we started late. So what other stuff, man? What other projects are going on here? What are you guys working on? Oh, I know something. I have something right here I wanted to show everyone. So do you guys know who Paul Glasgow is? You guys know Paul Glasgow?
Sounds familiar.
Legally Armed America. Boom. He has a book out there from Paul Glasgow. See it right there. I just saw him recently at the Gathering. How to Make a Monster and Why No One Cares, Paul Glasgow. And I'm going to read this. I haven't not read it yet, and we're trying to get him to come on here, but I have the book. I am going to read it. Like I said, I was working on, what was the author's name? Is it Glenn Tate? I think. With the 200 and 9 p.m. But that's my radio. Just I'm paying attention to that.
Roger.
Yeah. So I'm working on that book, but yeah, Glenn Tate, the author of 299 Days. So I'm working on that, and I'm going to get around to this book, but we're also working on getting Paul Glasgow, Legally Armed America, on the show. Very nice guy. So let's see. DCG44 says, "Careful, Hank, they don't see things the same way." What does that mean? Oh, I'm not sure exactly who DCG44 is talking about. Yeah. Is that, is he talking about Gorillas and Guns?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, no. Oh. Yeah. I'm not sure who, or maybe those two authors don't see things the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I have no clue what's going on there. So, Armin and Axis says, "I knew his first name was Paul, didn't know his last name." Yeah, we've had him on the show before. So, let's see. What are you messing around with there, Walter?
Oh, I'm just what would Walt do, but I'm just touching it. I'm just
okay. You can't
before I
resist.
put it
Oh,
away.
okay. So Gorillas and Guns has something else. Show us what you got.
Oh, that's the thing. I was just holding this too because I didn't want to leave it laying on the floor.
Oh, let's
That's
go,
my,
Brandon.
My Joe Biden tribute rifle. Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's go, Brandon stuff. I was watching Crump the other day, John Crump, and he has a place at the beach, I guess, in Delaware, and supposedly it's right down the road from where Joe Biden beach is at in Delaware.
There's a beach.
Yeah,
there's a Joe Biden beach.
No, it's Joe Biden has a house on the beach.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said it's down the road from where Joe Biden beach
is at.
Oh, okay, where he beaches. You mean like a whale, like how a whale beaches on the...
Anyways, one of the guys in the neighborhood parks a vehicle out on this road that's got the "Let's Go Brandon" thing all over it. Trump flags flying on it. "Let's go Brandon." And Biden has to go past it every time he goes to his place.
Oh, huh. Okay.
I mean, who the hell would want a house on a beach in Delaware anyway?
It might be nice. I haven't seen... Trump hasn't invited me out there. So
I got no problem with the house on the beach, but Delaware is just a...
Yeah.
That's another one of those states where they tax the fuck out of you.
Oh, yeah. It's not... The gun laws... You can have guns there, but it's some crazy stuff. Like CCW, you have to print your intentions in the newspaper to your neighbors.
Yeah.
I don't think you could do suppressors either.
But yeah, and they're a place where they kept Joe Biden in office for 40-something years, something like that. So.
Oh, that's right. He was the senator from Delaware,
That's his
right?
home state. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw there's more. Well, there's always stuff coming out from the whole Hunter Biden thing. Like Hunter Biden has $5 million or something of unexplained monies.
Well, wouldn't the IRS be involved then?
I don't know, man.
No.
I guarantee you the IRS is going to take a closer look at Elon Musk, but Hunter Biden, no.
Well, like Al Sharpton. You ever said Al Sharpton owed like $200,000? Did they ever go after Big Al? No.
No, not that I know of, no.
No.
I mean, I know Wesley Snipes had to go to jail, man. They put him in jail here in Florida.
He's a regular brother. We're not talking about.
Yeah. Damn it!
Like
all the movies we missed while he was in prison, locked up.
Oh man, those epic tales of woe. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we missed Art of War 2. There was an Art of War 2. We missed Art of War 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Could have been epic.
Yeah. 42 Chill says North Delaware is way different than South Delaware. So.
Yeah, I went to Delaware last year when we went to when my friend bought that APC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was nice up there. I mean, that whole area, I like it. the northern states up there, but I just keep thinking Delaware. You keep putting Joe Biden as your senator. Where are you at, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of states up there that do that. I mean, look at New York. Look at New York, man.
Oh yeah, New York. Yeah, what?
Yeah, people in New York are crazy.
Cray cray. Yeah. Well, it's run by the big city. That's all it's run by. So.
I mean, do you think AOC is ever getting voted out of office?
Eventually, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I doubt it.
I mean,
I doubt
speaking
it
speaking of the machine putting somebody in, she was put in by the machine. I mean, she was the puppet candidate. She had no freaking clue what was going on, and she still don't. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
We're not getting rid of AOC anytime soon, man. We're not getting rid of AOC at all. We'll get rid of Biden easier than we get rid of AOC.
Oh yeah, he'll die.
You know,
he'll just plain up right up die. I mean, that's
We'll see. We'll get rid of Hillary Clinton easier.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to keep my comments to myself on that subject. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to hold back. It's Wacky Wednesday.
I don't want to wish any bad fortunes on anyone, because that whole comes around goes around thing could happen. So keep it.
Yeah,
they'll get theirs. They all get theirs in the end. Yep.
I mean, right now I could tell you I'm waiting for that frickin' pendulum to swing, but I think we're gonna. I don't know.
It is swinging. Just be patient.
Yeah. Wait for the midterms.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say that's going to be the thing, but it can't help them any. When bacon costs as much and gasoline costs as much, it ain't going to help them any.
So let me ask you this: why have the prices of gas risen so much? It can't be because of this war between Russia and Ukraine, because we don't buy our oil from Europe.
Well, when he first got into office, he shut down all the pipeline stuff that was being built. That was one reason. So gas prices started going up because, and I don't quite understand that exactly, but maybe the gas people said, "Fuck you, we're going to show you what it's like." And but then the Ukraine happened, and it doubled. It went up again, and they used that excuse. Well, the speculators, the people, these people that set the prices they're all a fluster.
I think Russia has control over what happens overall, even if it doesn't directly affect America. If they turn down the taps for the rest of the world, then the supply for the rest of the world gets turned down, right? There was that big pipeline that wasn't here in America. That was where was that pipeline? It was somewhere over in Europe.
I'm talking about Keystone Pipeline and stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff too. But if they're turning down, like I think today, so right here, I think in the news, Russia halts gas supplies to Poland and Bulgaria. Why does it matter? I mean,
that's where they get their natural gas from.
Yeah, if Russia does that kind of stuff, it affects the overall because. So, for example, in Europe, they're not doing anything about this. They're worse than America. So if Russia cuts them off, then where are they getting things from? So then. So, they have to switch to who we're getting it from because we're not getting everything from here in America either.
True. So supply and demand increases, so the prices increase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they've become very dependent on the Russians for natural gas, which I kind of find it hard to believe there's no natural gas in Europe. But maybe
there is, but they don't want to go for it. I mean, but we're not going for all the natural gas that's here in America either. We're not doing anything about it.
There could be natural gas in your backyard, Hank.
Yeah, there's more natural gas in America than there is oil in Saudi Arabia. We've got more natural resources when it comes to that.
There's more oil in America than there is in Saudi Arabia. So,
but no one's taking that from here, right? Everyone, but we haven't switched over to anything. We never made any kind of bridge of anything. We're just jumping to electricity, and we don't know how to.
Yeah, electricity's the answer, right? Yeah.
We don't even know how to generate electricity. This is one of the
conversations.
Even when I was looking at Musk said we need to do nuclear, right? Nuclear is a lot cleaner, but no one wants to do that either, right? No one wants it.
No, because of all the horror stories about meltdowns.
Yeah. So this
anyhow,
we back ourselves into these corners, basically. That's the thing. And the whole planet is doing that. It's backing itself into a corner and very dependent. And so Russia could affect things.
Let's become dependent on batteries that we don't even have the materials to make the
We're
batteries.
coming right back. We're coming right back. Hold on.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Yeah, okay, we're back here. Boom. I caught it that time. Right at the last second. Right at the last segundo there. Go ahead. Were you going to say something? Gorillas and Guns? What's up?
Well, I was going to say, so if they're planning on making all the cars electric by 2025, how do you think that would actually be a thing? Like, get rid of gas vehicles altogether and just have nothing but electric cars on the road? Do you think that could actually happen?
I know that their plan is to have manufacturers only making electric cars by somewhere between 2025 and 2030, but we have a lot of regular combustion cars on the road still. So, like, how do they get rid of those? I mean, and we're talking beautiful cars. And also, I'm not like, I have an awesome car. I'm not getting rid of it. And also, it's not good for the environment for us to just like, well, what are you? We're not going to crush all those cars, right? And people can have their cars for a long time, so that's not going to disappear even if they're making electric cars. Go ahead, Walt.
Where are you going to get the energy?
Right, exactly. Now, do you think
where are you going to get all the materials that takes to make that that electric car, which the materials you don't have right now?
No, you're right.
I mean, there's going to be new technology for batteries that's being worked on, but once again, you're making a dirty car that's way harder to recycle or melt down and make into something else.
It's dirty to make in the first place.
Yep.
And it's dirty to recycle.
Yeah.
So, or dirtier to recycle.
Right.
So, you know, man.
It's a crazy thought. Go ahead. I think you were going to say something.
We as the Western world are being constantly penalized for all of our successes. It's not saving the planet. You're not going to save the planet. The planet doesn't give a fuck whether you drive an electric car, you drive a diesel, whatever. But you successful Western people need to suffer our pain. So meanwhile, while we're restricted and made to do all this crap, the Chicoms and the North Koreans and the Africans and every other place will still be putzing around in their little diesel single cylinder rice burner, rice digging machines, while we're being put back to the Stone Age. That's what it's all about.
Well, the average person around the world can't switch over. I mean, China's making a lot of electric cars, by the way, but China can force their people into that, right? It's very difficult for you to even get a car in China. Do you know that? Like you've got to win a lottery just to be allowed to get a car. So they have a lot more control over that, and the only way that we could do that in America and in other places around the world is they're going to have to get like China. They're going to have to get more communist. They're going to have to force people into that.
Do you think the power grids could handle it? That's the other thing.
Not
question.
As we have it right now.
The power grid can't handle power now.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I don't think it can handle it.
And do you believe that these companies that supply the power are going to go out of their way to upgrade their infrastructure and upgrade the power grids and spend all that money to get there?
How does infrastructure get upgraded around America or even the world? It doesn't get done by the companies.
Out with a storm.
Well, it doesn't get really done by the companies, right? It gets paid for by the people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. So
And then the cost of electricity is going to go up.
Everything's going to be expensive, huh?
Yep.
No, I'm just saying it's 15 after 9 already. You know that?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Oh, you're just stretching it because of our long start.
Yeah, we had a long start. We got to give the people, we got to give the people what the people come here for. I think that
yeah, 42 chilled says Cylindra. That's a prime example of your electric buddy system that we have in this country. If you look at these politicians, what they do when they get in office, they automatically start pushing these schemes for these companies, and 9 times out of 10 it's political payback. 9 times out of 10, they're giving their buddies back, like Cylindra. That they just handed money out and then they went belly up. Boom, see you. Have a nice day. No one went to jail. Nothing. No big deal.
Yeah, I think. Listen, I think, what we're doing is forcing ourselves. We're painting ourselves into a corner again, right? And I think that's really what's going to happen, because at this point, what they've set up is. I'm not saying it's not reversible. Anything is reversible. But I don't think with the way that everything is going right now in the world and in America that they're going to reverse these laws, right? America, for years now, forced itself to go with the same laws that the Europeans are going with. That's the whole thing that's going on here. So we're going to paint ourselves... What?
WAR.
Yeah, well, we're going to paint ourselves into a corner, and what's going to happen is if only electric cars are being produced, but people aren't buying that, there's going to be a whole bunch of things that happen, and that's why in some places you're seeing, I don't know if either one of you guys is following the whole right to repair thing. Has anyone been following that?
I know about it.
Yeah, lots of companies are fighting your right to repair stuff. So car companies don't want you to repair stuff on your own. All these companies are saying you don't have the right to repair something that belongs to you.
Then I guess I don't need to pay for it. I don't need that. I don't need to pay for it either.
So this has been a big thing going on for a long time, but eventually we're going to paint ourselves into that corner, and people are going to go, well, screw that. That's something about 3D printers, This is what is it? Necessity is the mother of invention. So when we get painted into that corner and the shit hits the fan, people are going to react the way that human beings do. Like Walter's saying, they might get mad, there may be riots or whoever knows, but also human beings are going to innovate and go, okay, screw all of this. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to figure out ways around it. Because the government, the people who are leading us are so stupid that they think they could just make up an arbitrary date and force everyone. We're in 2022. So all these companies that are saying, oh, by 2025, forget 2030, we're going to be pushing out only electric cars. Yeah. Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right. But that going back to that whole right to repair thing, because I work in a collision repair shop, and we're OEM certified for 25 OEMs. And
including Tesla stuff, right?
Yeah, including Tesla, right? And Tesla has restricted parts. So, and the reason why a lot of these automobile manufacturers don't want you repairing your own vehicle is because they want certified, trained technicians to repair it. So later on, if you end up reselling your car to somebody, it's safe, and they know that these people aren't going to come back and trash the brand because, oh, I bought this car and it's a piece of junk, because somebody fixed it the wrong way. So basically, by doing that, they're trying to save their own reputation.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but look at what we already have without us reaching that deadline. Used cars are incredibly valuable right now, more valuable than they've ever been.
I think it's 48% higher than they've ever been.
So can you imagine what's going to happen when we hit 2025? Can you imagine what's going to happen between 2025 and 2030? Used cars are going to be, if you think used cars are valuable now, they're going to be crazy valuable at that point, because when people are looking at, okay, I've got to spend, we've got inflation and everything, so right now your average electric car, and they could try to make those things cheaper, they just really can't. So people are going to be looking at those prices and whatever issues they have and go, I'm just going to figure out how to repair what I already have or buy used things or whatever and work on it, because it's going to take a lot longer than 5 years to figure out that entire infrastructure of how everyone's going to drive around in electric cars. And I ultimately don't think everyone on the planet is going to drive around in that. I'm not knocking them. We own a Tesla, and I think it's actually a pretty cool car. Lola's enjoying right now not having to go to a gas station. I think in the last 2 years, right? She doesn't go to a gas station. If we're driving 2 separate cars somewhere, which happens sometimes, and I have to go into the gas station, she's like, well, I don't have to go in there. So, like, have you ever done that where you're driving one car with your wife, she's driving the other car you guys have, you go to the gas station, and she's like, okay, I'll go get. Lola's like, I don't have to go in here. It's embarrassing, to even have to go into this place. So we're enjoying that, but it doesn't mean everyone can enjoy that, and we're going to be able to force that on people. People, eventually, when they get forced into things, they find alternatives, right?
Yeah.
I think
like holographic girlfriends. There you go.
Right.
So
yeah. So I think there's going to be a lot of that because they came up with a stupid, arbitrary thing, and there's no real.
It doesn't have any. There's no real reason for it. There's none. There's no need. There's no need. There's no shortage of oil. There's no shortage of gas. There's no shortage of materials. There's a lot of man-made shortages.
Well, there's a lot of options too. We have a whole bunch of different options.
If you want to drive electric, then have at it.
Right. Yeah, but we have options of what we could do. If we want to be cleaner, for example, we have cleaner options that could be a bridge.
We've been cleaning for back in the 70s when I was a youngster. They started this whole thing, and things were dirty then. But it's like cell phones and making them fancier and better. You get to a point where you can't make it any better because all you're doing is going to make it worse for people.
Yeah.
If
it's an arbitrary thing, it's what's happening with political correctness, right? So without a doubt, we should be nicer to each other and civil. But once
you can't mandate that.
Yes, once you start going, hey, you can't talk to people like this. You can't say this. It gets more and more like, oh,
you can't say you can't.
This little kid can decide who they want to be. 2 years old, they could do whatever they want. It gets worse.
You can't have a comedy skit and make fun of people because you're being mean.
Yeah.
Well, the world is. Ask the Russians ask Putin about being mean. Okay, ask the Chinese leaders about being. Ask the Japanese about the way they feel about different races and stuff.
Yeah.
You want a real eye opener? Ask the Japanese.
Oh, we'll find out when the rubber meets the road. Oh yeah.
Japanese have never taken in any Arabs. They don't take any Africans in. They don't take in anybody except Japanese.
Well, there's not going to be lots of Japanese left anymore, my friend. Trust me.
But
that's a population that's going down. No, I'm with you. I agree. Yeah.
This world thing that somehow we have to just, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't have to be. I don't have to be like the Europeans or the Japanese or I don't care if they want to ride around in a rickshaw, pulled by some other race. I don't care. It doesn't.
In nature, in the universe that we live in, diversity is a superpower. And what I mean by that, by everyone being different and the different people or different ideas and different things living and commingling and all that, that's what makes us stronger. Trying to homogenize everything and make everyone the same. Everyone deals with everyone the same. Everyone speaks the same, everyone thinks the same, everyone votes the same. That sameness is what destroys us.
Right. Well, that's how you take control of people.
Yeah. And you don't
everybody has to drive that electric car that, by the way, we can turn off. We can turn your car off if you don't need to charge today.
Yeah. And just to go ahead. Yeah.
That's how they'll do it. Well, you Tesla people, you rich people, you get to charge. The poors are going to watch. The poors are going to watch you charge, and the poors will say, "Fuck you." Next thing you know, So that's technology is great, but don't, it's like letting the electric company run your meter outside. What happens when they decide that you need to turn your meter off? I mean, it's.
You're also dealing with the people that have the mindset of it's so green to go ahead and cut down fields of trees to set up solar panels or wind turbines, because how is it so much more green to kill all the green?
What happens when the clouds come out?
Right.
I mean, those fields of solar are useless when it's a cloudy day. So
they're out there chopping down massive amounts of trees, and what do trees do? They help produce oxygen and ozone. The environment, the thing that they're so worried about, but they're chopping it all down and getting rid of everything that cures the environment.
Yeah, there's not a lot of common sense. And also, if you look, like Walter was talking about the Chinese, you could look at the Chinese reaction to what's going on in Russia. They don't care.
They can give two shits. They don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no, they don't care. No.
When you have billions of people, if you lost 100 million people out of their billions, they don't even know it. It doesn't even affect their. It's like India the same way. You lose tens of thousands, 100,000 people. It's like, well, okay, we got more food for everybody else now.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't have any bearing on their existence.
The only thing America has going for it, I think, right now, in these people's eyes, it's not in my eyes. In their eyes, is that we consume a third of what the world makes, but we don't make it. I think the thing that can change what happens in the future. So America consumes a third of what the rest of the world makes. I mean, that's what happens. So Americans consume what's made on the entire planet. Americans consume a third of that. So China, all these places are making things that are being sold to Americans. And that's the only reason that they care about us, right? They can't actually do what they want to do by selling their stuff to their own people and then doing whatever they want to do.
And in that same sense, we have to buy it or they don't exist.
Yes. But if
we stop buying their shit like we used to, the Chinese are back wearing their little Sherman Mao jackets and riding bicycles.
Right. So, but this is the thing. If you look at what's happening right now, it's happening because they make all the stuff and we don't make the stuff. And the question here is, do we make ourselves go back? It's going to take time. It took time to erode America making things, so it's going to take time to build back up America making things again. But if we do that, then a lot of that flips, right? A lot of that flips.
Well, you have to get out of this lawyer mode too, and this over-regulation. Everything is over-regulated and over-lawyered. Everything, you fall down because you stepped on a crack on the sidewalk. You're suing somebody, not because you're a fucking klutz, but because you fell down. So it's somebody else's fault. I died because I breathed the air that you farted. You killed me.
There's a lot of entitlement, man. When people are so entitled in America that a guy has the money to buy a company like Twitter, and the people who work there and it's happening because of their failures start crying about it and saying it's not fair, that's batshit crazy for people to go, oh, it's not fair. He's got the money. He's buying us. Ooh, we want to be able to do whatever we want to do. You failed.
That's the way corporations work, by the way.
Yeah.
The new guy comes in, he buys it, or there's a merger, or there's a bad economy. See, those Twitter people don't understand. Like all of a sudden, if the economy takes a shit, they don't lose their job. They still sit there and tell you what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. Yep. Their job's not based on the amount of cars being sold or the amount of people fixing.
Eventually they're going to lose. Eventually, but yes, for a long time they've sat around doing nothing, well, they're doing something, but what they've done didn't grow this company to a point where it could resist Elon Musk doing what he's doing. Well, they didn't do it. That's why it's there. They didn't do what they were supposed to do, and now they're crying that someone could have the audacity to have money and come in and buy them out and fire them off and do whatever he wants to do with the company, regardless of what you think about it. It's crazy to think these people are complaining about that, because in the world that they live in, if everything goes the way they want it to go, like we're done for. We're not going to innovate or do anything because they didn't innovate or do anything.
If they let once again, as that comes around, goes around. Elon Musk has had his share of. I like Elon Musk for his space stuff. He's kicking ass in space. But he's had his share of people trying to put him down too and talk him down and cancel him. Because they don't. And so now it comes around, goes around. Hey, look, guess what?
Yeah. I mean, I've told you before, Walter, the Russians spit on him. Before he started building rockets, he tried to go and talk to Russia. And they literally, like, the Russians spit on him.
Yeah. Well,
they try to charge him more, and then he's like, "What are you talking about?" They try to charge more and do all these things and make a joke and insult him and spit on him, literally. And then now look at what he, that's why he was like, "Okay."
Around the Russians.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at on that. But that's why, like, eventually it's good. That it's going to lead to atrophy. The way that we're doing things in America, entertainment is already in atrophy. Like, is anyone really entertained? There's very few things that really genuinely entertain you anymore, because every movie, I could tell the plot. The man can't do anything right. The woman could do everything right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or she's a lesbian.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break here. We're coming right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Boom. Okay, listen, we got to wrap this up because we're going.
Because I'm quintessentially have to leave.
I wish sometimes people could hear this. You're making fun of your own thing. It's literally right. Am I lying, Scott? He's making fun of his own thing in the background.
I give no quarter to any of the background noise thing. I mean, whenever there's a sponsored thing on, I'm in the background mouthing.
Oh boy!
Sorry, I just can't.
Yeah, well, can't help
it. He holds no stock in his own commercial.
He's an equal opportunity disser.
That's comedy, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, absolutely. I wish people could hear it sometimes.
I mean no harm to anyone. We're just having fun.
No, absolutely, we are having fun. Someone asked. Shelly Fungus says, I think he wants to know if we're having a show tomorrow. Is that Shelly Fungus asking that? No show for the rest of the week. I've got to figure out what's happening on Monday. I don't think Walter's going to be there because he's flying back in Monday night. I might be leaving Monday night, so. But I'm going to try, when I'm on the road here, I'm going to try to hit you guys with a show, at least on the Mondays. I'm actually going to be in Kansas, and then I'm probably going to have some other stuff that's going on, but I'll keep everyone posted with that. First, I got to get the Fort Scott munitions thing done, and then we'll see what else is going to be happening. So to wrap up here, I am going to let these guys tell you all where you can find them, how you can support them. I'm sure that they're going to be doing things. So if we're not doing stuff, you can always check these guys out. Let's start with Gorillas and Guns, G&G. Where can the folks go to? How can they support you, etc.?
All right, well, you can find me on the YouTubes at Gorillas and Guns. You can find the Facebook group at Gorillas and Guns on Facebook. You can find me on Patreon at Gorillas Guns / whatever Patreon. I don't know how all that works, but you can find me here on Utreon, again, Gorillas and Guns. Anywhere you put in Gorillas and Guns, if you see my little logo pop up, that's where I'm at.
Absolutely. There you go. Walter, same question for you.
Yes, Safety Harbor Firearms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Utreon, and Instagram. Barefoot Racing, the same thing, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Utreon now. Stenparts.com is stenparts.com, or it's not anywhere else really in any. I guess there's a YouTube channel, but nothing really happened on it too much. So
Dirtfoot Racing. Did you mention Dirtfoot Racing?
I forgot about Dirtfoot Racing. Yes, they're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Utreon. As far as Dirtfoot, I was a story of life. I planned to do this video last weekend where I built the engine from start to finish for Dirtfoot Racing. I lost one part and another part was sent to me wrong. Boom, those planes shot right out the window.
It happens, yeah.
I mean, it was just like, oh well, maybe next time. So
yeah, sometimes you just have one of those weeks, man. Sometimes you gotta woosah.
It wasn't, I made video up to the point of having my woosah or whatever, and then
you gotta drop sometimes you gotta drop a grumpy on life.
I wasn't really bothered too much about it. I was like, yeah, status quo. That's the way it goes. Well, when I get the parts back in, we'll finish the video. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Everything doesn't always go to plan, but you just have to roll with it. So yeah, listen, I think it's been fun. I hope you guys will go and support Gorillas and Guns out there, as well as Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms, Stem Parts, and Dirtfoot Racing. All his different empires that he has going on. Make sure you all go check out that video that just went up on YouTube. Help us with the algorithm. Seems like it's getting worse and worse over there every day for everything that we do. Oh yeah, let me just show off these guns. These are some awesome guns here. Show off these guns once again. It's been fun. I will keep you guys up to date with everything that we're doing. We are going to see you. Everyone be safe out there. Everyone's talking about Kansas right now. I'll be throwing up stuff on the social medias and all that. We're out of here. You guys stay there. I'm going to hit the end. Hopefully we make this all work right now. I'm going to hit the end. We'll see you next time. Be safe. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Good day.